Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to BeerForge. Yes, it's been a minute, but we're back and better than ever. And I am here tonight with you, along with, of course, the most amazing co-host or host, or the other guy that hosts this with me. I'm, of course, the radio personality, otherwise used to be known as Menoth John. And with me, I have the guy still known as Beer Machine Rich.
How's it going, folks? You know what, John? I think you need a symbol like Prince.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. The radio personality used to be known as Menoth John. It'd be like sort of a broken paintbrush or something.
It'd be like the Menifix, but purple with like an extra loop on it or something. I don't know.
Oh, sweet. That'd be great. I could play a guitar that'd be shaped just like it, even though I don't know how to play guitar.
I mean, you're cool. I don't know if you're that cool, but thanks for joining us here, folks. It's a Wednesday night. We got some KeyForge for you. And we'll get it out of the way first. Listen, the lights don't stay on themselves. We got to pay off the sweet logo. And so hit us up, Patreon. We got a couple different levels, and the cool thing is that you get the lists we play in a handy-dandy spreadsheet.
Yep.
And more than that, you get some other bonuses like stickers and keys that are really cool. And as a matter of fact, I have a good word from someone in Wisconsin that those are going out in the next couple days.
Yeah, absolutely. So if your name is Art Bogorski or Scott Hebel or Steve Halterman, you are going to have swag coming your way within the next few days. Do you know, Rich, it's a little known fact that swag stands for stuff we all get.
Were you aware of that? Yeah, I was aware of that, actually.
But you know what? People aren't going to get this swag unless they pony up to the Patreon. Mm-hmm. Now, folks, there are people starving in the far-off reaches of Africa. And while we can't help those people, you can become a Patreon and help this show survive. So get on over there to patreon.com and then search for BeerForge. I promise we're the only ones that are going to come up like that. And reach down deep in your pocket and pledge till it hurts. And then, you know what? Pledge a little harder. And we'll do more than one show every 15 weeks, which is what it feels like we've been doing recently. My travel schedule has been brutal.
You know what? It's real life. We can't play games all the time. That's
how
it goes. Oh, it most certainly would. So, speaking of things that cost money,
yes,
should we talk about the beverages or what's coming up?
Yeah, let's move on to beverages.
So,
I'd like
this should be pretty good. So, John, tell us about what you're drinking.
Okay, so folks, I have to give a shout out to the Nepalese Ninja in England. I don't think he listens to this show, but he was big in the War Machine community. He was one of the OG guys in podcasting in the War Machine and Hordes community, and he gave me at SmogCon, back when it was still called SmogCon and there was a SmogCon, he gave me a bottle of Lafroig Islay single malt Scotch whiskey, aged 10 years. So that's Lafroig. It's a fabulous Scotch. You know, Rich, it's a little known fact that I'm not much of a Scotch drinker.
Yeah, but you only are on certain occasions when you break out something like this, like Lafroig.
Yeah, the frog, as I like to call it, it's a 10-year-old single malt Scotch from the Isle of Islay, which seems redundant if you ask me.
The Isle of Islay?
The Isle, whatever. It's the Isle of Islay. And Laughing Rog is it's certainly one of those scotches that tastes sort of like you took a bottle of vodka and stuck it in a forest fire and then rubbed what was left in an ashtray, and you've got Laughing Rog, the scotch from the Islay of Islay. Whaley.
This is so ridiculous on their website. It says color spelled the incorrect way.
Yeah.
It says full sparkling gold. Body, full-bodied.
Mm-hmm.
Palate, surprisingly sweetness with hints of salt and layers of peatiness.
Mm-hmm.
Nose, huge smoke, seaweedy, medicinal, in quotes. What does that mean?
Well, in the making of Laughing Rog, Mount Barley is dried over the peat fire. The smoke from the peat gives Laughing Rocks its particularly rich flavor. Laughing Gorg is the is savored neat or with a little cool water. Whaley, whaley.
Well, every Irish listener we ever had is now gone.
That's Scotch.
Or
That's Scotch.
Every Scottish listener we've ever had. It sounded like you're doing Irish. I'm sorry.
No, honestly, what's the difference between Ireland and Scotland anyway, really?
Oh, God.
Just throw a blanket over them.
A certain group of people we know are going to skewer us alive. It says finish lingering. It comes
like
in
my second marriage.
Comes in at 40%. I don't know. This is so there's a quote from a customer on the site, and it says 10 years old. Seriously? More like 100 years in one sip. And that comes from Robert Woods. It's his friend of Lafroig. I wonder if you're supposed to. I wonder if it rhymes with the dragon from Lord of the Rings.
I wonder if it's not Fraggle Rock, because I think that's Lafraggle Rock.
Okay.
Okay, what are you drinking today?
Good
now that
God.
we've insulted an entire top half of a country.
So I at the Southern Ontario Open, I met up with Nathan H. Dayton from the Beer Thralls podcast, and he gave me something called Kentucky Christmas Morning. Now,
wait a second.
We're gonna resist. Nope.
Is this like Mitch McConnell opening up? Like, anyway, moving right along.
It's when Mitch McConnell comes out of his own casket in the morning. So
you get 10 more weeks of Christmas then, or 10 more weeks of winter.
I'm really biting my tongue to say what I want to say. So this is from Hardywood Brewing, and I've actually been to Hardywood. It's in Virginia, in the Richmond area.
Wait, but they're selling Kentucky stuff.
Well, you know what? Founders makes Canadian breakfast stout, and they're in Detroit. So, anyway, Hardywood Kentucky Christmas Morning is liquid proof that good things come to those who wait. Our original gingerbread stout takes an initial transformation through months of aging in Kentucky bourbon barrels, reaching new levels of maturity, unlike us, with layers of vanilla, coconut, and toasted oak. Before bottling, the barrel-aged stout is cold filtered through heaps of freshly cracked, locally roasted coffee beans, showcasing the nostalgic joys, wow, they're really reaching on this, of Christmas morning. Treat yourself, it's been a long year.
So where's the gingerbread?
I just realized this is a milk stout.
Oh, no.
Well, that's the end of this beer for me.
Okay, so for those of you who are
about to get a beer,
don't get that. So I'll, if you want, I can riff on Fraggle Rogue for a little while longer if you want. While you go get a new beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go gift this to Emily.
That's fine. I'll talk about what we're gonna do on tonight's show.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So listen, everybody. While Rich goes to keep himself from having his lower GI tract explode, what we're going to be doing here tonight is we thought it would be controversial and very, very, very edgy if we were to have a podcast where we talked about how great Mars is as a house. You know, folks, those of you out there in Keyforge land, the Mars faction really does get a lot of shade tossed in its direction. And while this is the son of the podcast of positivity, we really want to keep a positive tip moving on all of these different houses, even though it may not be my favorite, but I think it's still pretty darn good. So what we're going to be doing here tonight is Rich and I are going to be going into our vault of decks that we have, and have picked out two of our more or less favorite Mars decks to play off against each other. And you know, when we're done with it, we'll talk about kind of what makes them work, what makes them not work, and where we think Mars could use a little boost up. All right. Well, I just officially I explained everything we're going to be doing here tonight, getting our Mars on, if you will. What have you moved on to that will not cause your lower GI to spasm wildly?
So I'm actually pulling it up on the screen right now. This is Citrus Punch Imperial Wheat Ale from Southern Tier Brewing.
No milk involved.
No. This is what's kind of funny is it's a little strange to me they would make this when they also make 3 Citrus Peel Out. Because
this is Southern Tier?
Yeah, it's so similar. Unique blend of blood orange, tangerine, and grapefruit.
That's literally the same description.
I know, and it's an imperial wheat ale. It's just like
weird.
Oh, but it's really good. I had it for the first time last week, I think. It says best. Go ahead.
Is Peel Out an imperial?
Yeah.
Huh, I'll be damned. All right.
Maybe they just had to rename it or something. It does happen from time to time that there are trademark disputes and such between beers because craft beer is all the rage. So
yeah,
it can happen. Besides that, live in the chat room is Art Bogorski.
Hey, Art! Thanks for being with us. He's a Patreon, so he's not a mooch. He's one of the people we love.
And he wrote Pledge Hard 3, Pledge with a Vengeance.
Oh, sweet.
May have been the best one in the Pledge Hard series. Just saying.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's the one where they were drinking Laughing Rog.
Is it a type of Balrog? We'll never know.
Oh.
So, coming up.
I'll pass.
Not unless you're age 10 years.
Exactly.
So, coming up this weekend, or not this weekend, I'm sorry, next weekend, June 1st, if you're in the Buffalo area at Heart of the Game, that's my LGS, there is a double sealed release event. Yeah. So this is pretty cool. For $20, you get 2 decks from Age of Ascension, the new set that's coming out. And in a Swiss style format, you play each person, or I'm sorry, you only play your opponent one game. You pick which deck you want to play. Each round, you don't have to play each deck once or anything like that. You just do whatever you want. And that way, if you get a stinker of a deck, which some of us have gotten repeatedly at sealed events, though I can't complain as of late, I've been really doing well. You hopefully will get something halfway decent instead.
Cool.
So yeah, cool. June 1st, it's Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Heart of the Game. And John, you have an event coming up.
You betcha. We've got a regular constructed best 2 out of 3 type thing kicking off this coming Friday at Menagerie Games in beautiful and Foxconn ravaged Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin.
Ooh.
They're down by the lake though, so they're a long ways from where Foxconn is having their way with Mount Pleasant. We're going to be getting there, and it's just bring some decks, pay a couple bucks. They toss in a snack and or a soda. And you can play some cards with really a great group of people gets together down there at Menagerie Games. So I encourage you, if you're in the Racine, Kenosha, Milwaukee area, we might get the Wookiee out there. We'll see. And come on out and play some cards Friday night.
Ah, the old Wook. So let's talk about some decks here.
All right.
You want to go first?
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing a little deck called Finnegan, the Engineer of Art. I thought that since I'm drinking Laughing Roger, that it would be fantastic to have something named Finnegan, because I think that's Scotch or from Scotland or something like that. Finnegan Begin Again or some nonsense like that. And the Engineer of Art, which I thought was karmically aligned with the fact that I am an engineer and I have in the past partaken in art, even though I've somehow forgotten where my paintbrushes are. It is a Dis Logos Mars deck. This one tips the scales at an SAS rating of 84 with a whopping consistency rating of negative 0.06. So it's not super inconsistent, but it certainly is not going to impress anybody with its consistency. Chose this deck because my playstyle tends to like things that have creatures in it. And this was a 20 creature deck, 13 actions and 3 artifacts. Doesn't do anything terribly well as far as amber control and board control, but it does have a plus almost 6 on efficiency. Now, if I only knew what that meant. On the disc side, we have some we've got a double succubus going on. We've got Restringundus, which is always kind of a fun deal. You get to kind of tell your opponent what's going on. You've also got Control the Weak, which allows you to force your opponent to go into a specific house. It's also got Toxin, so you can cause some random cards to be gotten rid of. It's not a terribly impressive. It's got a gateway to disc, so you've got at least a board reset, and there's a Schuler in there, which is always kind of fun for stealing an amber. It's an okay deck. Logos, library access, can't be bad. We've got a little wild wormhole going on and some bat drone. We were discussing over noodles this evening that if Dexter was steal one amber on play, it would be way better than it is.
Oh yeah,
But that's not what the card does. So it's just hot garbage. We got a replicator, which allows you to trigger reap effect of another creature in play. And then over on the Mars side, which is our focus on this very special episode of Bear Machine, we have ammonia clouds, which is a 3 direct damage for everybody, which can be really good against the right deck. That's almost a board wipe. EMP blast, which you got to be pretty strategic when you play that one because it can hurt yourself because it does stun Mars creatures. Soft landing, which is good, so you can get something in right away. Mother gun does some more direct damage. Grabber jammer, can't be bad, causing your opponent's keys to cost 1 more. A single John Smith, more on that later. Mind warper, 2 of those. A tunk, 2 megamouths, and a Vizima think drone. So it's got a fair number of creatures in Mars, which is good. I like that. And we'll see how it all works out together. It's also got, with the megamouths, the ability to tap into some of these other creatures from the other house, not on your turn. So that can really help kind of plus things up a little bit. What about your deck?
So my deck, I may have played this on the stream once before, but I'm not positive.
Okay.
So this is Brobnar Dis Mars, as opposed to yours that was Logos Dis Mars.
Yeah.
So in Brobnar, of note for this matchup, take that Smarty Pants. Generates an amber, has play, steal 2 amber if your opponent has 3 or more Logos cards in play.
Oh, well, that's just convenient, isn't it?
It is.
Played right into that.
Smith, gain 2 amber if you control more creatures than your opponent, and there's a lot of creatures in this deck. The rest of Brobnar is not too crazy, but of note, Blood of Titans. This creature, it's an upgrade. This creature gets +5 power.
Seems good.
And it gives you an amber on top of it, which is always good. Over in Dis, we have Arise. Choose a house, return each creature of that house from your discard pile to your hand, gain 1 chain. That is a big deal with the Mars side.
Yeah.
Good old Key Hammer, which I'm liking less and less. Every deck now, there are exactly 2 turns in the game where you can play this card. And it's not, it's so situational. It's problematic.
I've played that card wrong so many times where I just hand my opponent 6 amber. It's like, that's great.
Exactly.
Good game.
Yep. Poltergeist is fun. Use an artifact from any player and then destroy it after. It's handy. The rest of it is kind of straightforward. 2 Dust Imps, destroy, gain 2 amber. Cool. Okay. Now, over to the main course here, Mars.
Mm-hmm.
So, Battle Fleet. Reveal any number of Mars cards from your hand. For each card revealed, to draw 1 card. Cool. Okay. Hypnotic Command. For each friendly Mars creature. Notice it doesn't say ready. It just says for each friendly Mars creature. Choose an enemy creature to capture 1 amber from their own side. Cool. Okay. Grabber Jammer. John Smith ×2. He has a fight reap ability. Ready a non-agent Mars creature. Now, the only agent Mars creature is John Smith.
Yep, so it's any of them.
So it's anything else that's not John Smith. So he can't ready another one of him. That's the whole point.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll save my favorite for last. We got Tunk, power 6. After you play another Mars creature, fully heal Tunk, and there's 2 of them. Ulik Megamouth, just like John's deck. Ixley Marauder. Zizix the Many. Let you put more counters. And my favorite, Phylix the Disintegrator. He's only power 1, but he's elusive. And he has an action. Your opponent loses 1 amber for each other friendly Mars creature.
On play?
That's an action.
It's an action. Oh, that guy's got to die immediately.
Yes.
Holy cow. That dictates the next turn.
Yep. And furthermore, if he's out there, he can do his action, and then John Smith can ready him so he can do it again. He is bad news.
I suspect that you are going to win tonight.
I don't know about that.
What's the stats on your deck?
It's an 87.
Yeah,
it's in the same ballpark. Yeah.
How's your consistency though?
Yeah, I think it's a .06.
Really? So just on the other side of 0. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's been interesting. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I think a lot of it's going to come down to the cards, what order they come out. I mean, boy, that was brilliant. The comment I just made. I could do sports commentating with that kind of insight.
I wish we could do we should do a secondary stream for like a playoff game of something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I don't know.
Something that's ridiculous, like beach volleyball or something. I don't know.
You know what we should do is we should do secondary audio for the Marble Olympics. Have you seen any of those videos?
No.
There's a channel on YouTube where the guy's doing marble versions of Olympic sports. That's pretty cool.
That sounds like a great thing for me to watch at work tomorrow.
It's more satisfying than it should be.
I believe it.
Anyhow,
so here we go. I won the flip.
Yep.
And we will start the game.
Okay, so now I got to figure out if I'm going to keep this mess or not.
Shout out to Iggy Klatt in the chat room.
Hey, he's my local.
Oh, is he? Awesome.
Yeah. Iggy, get yourself to the game store on Friday. It's a thing.
Yeah, do it.
Bring your wife.
Do it to it.
Okay, so
I haven't played this deck in a while. So
I haven't played in a while. I'm going to mulligan this. Yeah, that was just strictly better.
I think I'm going to mulligan also because I have late game stuff in here.
I had the classic. I'm evenly distributed across 3 houses, which means none of it's good.
Oh, much better. Okay. Yeah, definitely better. All right.
Okay.
So here we go. We're going to play Brobnar, and we're going to get a troll out. And that's my turn.
All right. Well, we're going to start off with Dis, and we're going to get some Pit Demon action here. It's a little early for this, but I got to get it out of the hand, and I'm going to play the Schuler on the right-hand side of that. That would have grabbed an Amber if there was 4, but there isn't. And then I'm going to have you succubus this. And
I see what you did there.
I know, right? And then that's it.
Okay. Well, you know what they say. No, there actually is no saying with this. So I'm just going to do it. When you got to play Mars, you got to play Mars.
That's right.
So here we go. Let's get him out here. We're going to get Grabber Jammer out here. We're going to get Ulik Megamouth out here. We're going to get Zizix the Many out here.
This is a problem.
And we're done. And you are up.
Well, fantastic. Well, you know what they say. When you've got that many cards that have been going out there, then you play Logos. So we're going to start off with Library Access. That's a good first card to go off with. We are going to Fogify, which means none of those creatures out there are going to do any battling. So I'm going to play that action, and that's going to cause me to draw up another card. And then I am going to play Lab Work, which is going to draw another card, and I will choose a card to archive. So I am going to archive this one. And that is going to end my turn.
So, okay, what are we going to do here? I think that's going to be our new phrase. You know what they say, and it's just going to be something completely irrelevant. I don't know. So we're going to play Mars. And Ixley Marauder is going to reap. Grabber Jammer is going to reap. Ulik Megamouth is going to reap. And we're going to use Troll, who's also going to reap.
Yep.
Zizix, the Many, is going to reap. And he's going to reveal... that was supposed to let me reveal a card from my hand, but thanks, Crucible.
Turns out free is free.
Yep. So then we're going to get John Smith out here, and then we're going to get Tunk out here.
This is not positive. All right, well...
Where's your board reset now?
Not in my hand.
Yeah, I kind of
so
figured
we're
that.
going to play this, and we're going to take up my archives. and we're going to put Dominator Bobble out. And then we're going to put out a Gongoozle, play this action. And we're going to knock off one of your John Smiths. And then we're going to play another Restringundus, or another Succubus, excuse me, on the right-hand side. And then we are going to fight Grabber Jammer, killing Grabber Jammer and getting that amber back.
Nice.
And then we're going to fight something that I can fight that makes it's worthwhile. I think I'm going to fight Megamouth and kill him. Oh. And then I'm going to fight Liexley Marauder before he gets too tough and end my turn.
It's a lot of stuff you just did.
Well, you started getting pretty far ahead of me there, so I had to do something.
No, I think you played that well. I think I would have done the same thing. So we're going to play Dis.
Okay.
And we're going to get a Stealer Souls out here.
Okay. Ugh.
Yep.
That's not bueno.
And then we're going to play Poltergeist to use your Dominator Bauble, to use Zizix the Many, who will then reap, so I can reveal Valder and get him a counter and me Amber.
And me Amber.
And me.
It sounds like you've been drinking the Laughing Rogue.
Laughing Rogue? Is that what we're calling it now?
Sure. All right, so I got a decision to make. The things continue to spiral fairly badly out of control here, but I need to get some of these cards out of my hand. So we're gonna play Mars.
Oh, and check, by the way.
Okay. We're gonna play this artifact. There's nothing I can do about it. We're going to play Mind Warper on the right, Tunk on the right, Grabber Jammer on the right, and Mind Warper on the right.
Now you got a lot of stuff going on out here.
I do now all of a sudden. End turn.
I hope everyone is noticing all of this hot Mars on Mars action going on here.
Did you know, it's a little known fact. You know, people say that hot Mars on Mars action is hot.
Okay.
Sounded better in my head.
I think I just had a John Spencer moment there. Oh boy.
Yeah, when I see something completely ridiculous.
Yeah. This is a problem because you have two succubuses, and that's no bueno. But I did forge a key, so that's good.
I didn't.
I thought, where's your Logos cards? You haven't played any yet. All right.
Where are?
Let's play Brobnar.
Brobnar.
And yep, we're gonna take that into my hand. So we're gonna play Mighty Javelin. Get that out here. Ugh. And then we're gonna play Cannon. And then we're gonna play Valder on the right hand side. And Troll is going to fight and kill one of these succubuses because that's annoying. And I probably should have killed the other one, but I wasn't thinking. I'm sure Steve will tell me that later. Speaking of which, Steve Halterman in the chat room.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Halterman. This Steve Halterman sighting is brought to you by Laughing Rag, the Eily single malt Scotch from 10 years in Scotland. Whaley.
Oh, I hope they hear this someday. That would make me happy. And then I think we're gonna burn. Take that Smarty Pants because I need to draw some cards here.
Okay.
So I'm at 2 amber. It's not terrible. And you're up.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to start off with we're going to do Mars because it seems legit. I'm going to Mother Gun. I'm going to reveal 3. And we're going to, yep, we're done with that. And then we're going to do 3 damage to Zizix the Many. Start some work. All right, then we're going to play Soft Landing, which is going to allow John Smith to come in on the right-hand side, ready to party. And then we're going to play Vizima Think Drone on the right-hand side. And then we're going to... okay, then we're going to Reap with Mind Warper. We're going to fight Zizix the Many with Tunk.
Killing him.
Killing him. Then we're going to Reap with the Grabber Jammer, capturing one. Then we're going to Reap with Mind Warper. Yep. And then I choose an enemy creature to... That's the action. I didn't do that. Then I'm going to... let's see here. I'm going to Reap with John Smith. And then that's going to allow me to ready the Grabber Jammer. And I'm going to Reap with the Grabber Jammer. Capture another one of yours.
Nice.
And then I am going to end my turn.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah, that was okay.
So, I think I'm going to play... Yeah, I see that. Dis. So we're going to get Succubus out here. And then we're going to get the Terror out here. Then Steel.
You know, they say that the Succubus keeps you from drawing an extra card.
That is what they say. Mm-hmm. Stealer's Souls is going to get a twofer here. It's going to fight Grabber Jammer, get my Amber back, and purge him, and cause me to gain one.
I call shenanigans.
It is shenanigans. And then, do I do it or not? Nope, I don't think I'm going to do it yet.
Okay.
And, yep. We're going to use Mighty Javelin to kill the other Succubus.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, that leaves you at 8 ambers. Not a damn thing I can do about that. So, enjoy your key.
All right. So now I have a decision to make. All right. I am going to play some Dis. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to use an action on the Pit Demon to steal one of yours. And then we are going to fight with Schuler to kill the Stealer of Souls. And then we are going to put out a Toxin on the right-hand side. We're going to put out Restringundus and on the right-hand side. And I am going to... Let's see here.
Oh.
For the... active. Okay, so you are going to have to play...
Oh, it's not play.
Oh, you can't play?
Yes. Your opponent cannot choose the house that you're going to pick.
Okay, so I'm going to say you can't play... You can't play Dis. Okay, and then I'm going to play... I know I know this is kind of a bad place for... God. I have control of the week, and what I'm trying to decide is if I want to play it to burn it, make room in my hand. I think I have to. I'm going to play it, and I choose. You must play Brobnar. End turn. There. That's the end of that. End of my turn.
Okay.
Now I'm at 4 and you're at 2. Things are looking a little bit better right now.
And I have to play Brobnar.
Well, probably what you wanted to do anyway, right?
Yeah, it kind of is.
It's okay.
So first thing we're going to do is cannon to kill that Restringuntus, because that's crap. Then we're going to play Crump. Get him out here. We're going to play Blood of Titans on Tunk. You know what? No, we're gonna play that on Succubus. Seems like a slightly better play.
That makes a lot of sense.
Thank you. Valder will fight. Yeah, I think it's my one chance to kill Tunk. So he's dead now. And then Troll. Let's see. Discard. Yeah, I can't really have you stealing stuff. So he's going to fight Pit Demon and kill him.
Okay.
And that's me. That was kind of a defensive turn, but...
So this is an interesting turn for me. I'm going to play Mars. I'm going to play... Mind Warper. I'm going to Reap. I'm going to Reap with the other Mind Warper. Then I'm going to... I'm going to Reap with Vizina Think Drone. And then I'm going to Reap with John Smith. And that's going to allow me to ready Mind Warper. And I'm going to Reap with him. And I'm going to end my turn. And that
got a machine going there.
Yeah, I kind of needed to take advantage of it because I think if I let it to sit one more turn, you're just going to wipe it out.
Yep.
So I'm at 9. Check.
Wow. That's good.
This 9 Amber is brought to you by Laughing Rag, the Islay Skyly malt from Scotch whiskey. 10 years. Whaley, whaley, whaley.
I feel like by the end of the bottle, you're just going to be stringing words together that don't even make sense.
Crivens. This is good Scotch.
Sound like a random word generator kind of thing. Let's see here.
There's I don't know if you like Terry Pratchett, but the audiobooks for the Terry Pratchett, what are called the Tiffany Aching books, which are about this young girl that's a witch, are hilarious. They feature these little tiny blue guys called the Knack-Mack Feagles, and they speak in this ridiculous Scotch accent, and the audiobooks are worth their weight in gold.
That sounds pretty funny.
It's amazing.
All right. I should keep that in mind. So I'm going to play... I guess I'm going to play Dis.
Dis.
I need to kill some stuff.
I'm disappointed in that.
Yeah, I bet you are. He's going to fight and kill Vizima Think Drone. Succubus is going to fight and kill that guy. And then we're going to play Arise. And we're going to play Mars.
Oh, whaley, whaley, whaley.
And that'll do it.
All right.
Coming from behind here.
This is a Logos turn, and I forged my key. So we're going to start off with Wild Wormhole. And play that on the right. And then we're going... Oh, that was Dexter. Oh, I pulled a Dexter. That's fabulous. Then I'm going to play Spectral Tunneler. Gaining an Amber. Then I'm going to play Slop. We're going to play Replicator on the right-hand side. Then I'm going to play a Bat Drone on the right-hand side. And then I'm going to play Sloppy Lab Work. And I'll end my turn. Check.
Well, folks, this is a problem. So, I'm going to play Mars. Yep, I'm definitely playing Mars. Okay. I got to look at some order of operations things here real quick. I don't think it's going to help.
Bat Drone.
Yeah, it's not going to help. So, we're going to do it.
Do it to it.
So, the first thing is Grabber Jammer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was, by the way, I'm sorry, Steve.
He's in the chat room, so he knows it's coming when he listens to it. He's listening to it now, so he probably wouldn't listen to it tomorrow.
Oh, that's good.
I'm just talking, but I'm playing just a ludicrous amount of Mars creatures right now.
Yeah. Seems bad for me.
And then we're gonna play Phosphorus Stars and stun your stuff that isn't Mars. And my stuff.
Okay.
And then I'm done. And no key for you.
Yep. All right. Well, that didn't work out so well for the good guys. We're going to start off with Dis. And we're going to gateway to Dis. Get rid of all that stuff.
Go
back to things. And then I'm going to play Ember Imp.
That's not cool, John.
End my turn.
You're a jerk.
Sorry, man. Look at it this way. I've got two chains.
Sure.
These 2 chains brought to you by Laughing Rock. It's from Ivy, Scotland. It's 80% proof or something.
It's filled with peat and moss.
It's full of Randy Moss. No.
What?
He's a football player.
Oh, okay. I'm going to play Charette because screw you, that's why.
Wow.
You're up.
Strong medicine. All right, so we're going to play Logos. How can we do this? We're going to start off with Twin Bolt Emission. God, do I have to do that? Hang on. We're going to do Dexter on the right-hand side. And then we're going to play Valayan Analyst on the right-hand side. And then we're going to play Twin Bolt Emission. Do you know if you play this card after 7 p.m., it's known as a night Twin Bolt Emission? And then we're going to put the other 3. Oops, do I want to do that?
Was there a further joke in that? Because I didn't get it.
Nocturnal Emissions. It was a.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Yeah.
All right, and we're very mature here on the show.
Something like that.
And we're going to end the turn right there.
Well, the good thing is you didn't end the game right now, so
did not happen.
Yeah. Brobnar, we need to cycle some damn cards. That's what we need to do. So we're gonna play Cannon. We're gonna kill that Ember Imp. He's got to go.
Disappointed.
And then we're gonna play Fire Spitter. I like him a lot. And then we're gonna play another Cannon.
Wow.
And then we're going to play Smith, but I won't gain the bonus because I control the same amount of creatures as you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to ditch Loot the Bodies, and then we're done.
Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. We are going to play... let me make sure I do this right. Okay, we are going to play Logos. We're going to start off with Remote Access. I'll play that action, gain an Amber, and I'm going to use Cannon to kill Charette. And then I'm going to Reap with Dexter, and I'm going to Reap with Valayan Archivist, and then I'm going to use... Oh, shoot, I blew it. I should have done Spectral Tunneler, use that ability on whatever, but I gain an Amber by doing that. So I end my turn check with 12.
That's a problem.
I think I got it.
I think you got me too. I'm just double checking my cards here real quick. Yep, that is a no contest. That is the end of that. Well done, John.
Yeah, it's a good deck.
Yeah, and you know what? We were talking earlier today that I was going to mop the floor with you.
Yeah, I really thought that double. You have a double John Smith in this deck.
Yeah,
and it really just never happened for you.
Yeah, it really didn't. That was something else. Wow.
I really felt that you had a stronger one, but folks, I'm a strong believer these days, and take what I say with a grain of salt, because I've been drinking La Rogue, the Flaff from Islay Scotch whiskey, and people say that consistency is more important than SAS, and I'm one of those people.
I think it really is. I mean, you had the luck of the Lefro Crag with you, but
Oh, I did. I'm surely gonna be stealing my Lucky Charms.
Oh my god, no one is gonna listen to us from that whole friggin' island.
That was Wales, right? That was a Wales accent.
Sure. Well, they're not gonna listen to us now either. So,
I think a Wales accent is something along the lines of wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, they're definitely done because they don't sound like little Cthulhu's. So, that does it for tonight. And I would stick around and play some more, but I got to finish updating some servers.
All right, man. Did you turn it off and turn it on again? I'm absolutely positively sure it's plugged in.
I'm actually doing that, a lot of that, remotely. So thanks for tuning in. We are tentatively going to have another show on Friday.
Yeah, I think that's a thing that can happen.
Yeah. Big shout out to Steve Halterman, Art Pogorski, and Scott Heppel.
Yep.
Thank you guys very much. You really don't know. Like, it's a lot that it means to us.
Yeah. On behalf of you guys, here's just a hey Ron, for in the last mention you'll ever have of Laughing Rog. Scott, you're on this show. Hey Ron.
Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.